And away from that, Youths, Vulnerable Children and Orphans organization has vowed to start collaborations with different kingdoms in Uganda towards supporting them in development programs, especially vulnerable children and orphans. The organization targets 24,000 children across the rural areas in the country.
According to a recent UN report, about 210 million children are orphans around the world, but most of them are found in Africa, where epidemics like cholera, Ebola, HIV and wars claim many people than anywhere else in the world, hence leaving behind orphans, and the number of children keeps rising every day with little support. It's on this note that Youth, Vulnerable Children and Orphans organization YVECO decided to take personal responsibility of vulnerable children, especially orphans, saying that children are the future of the nation. The organization in its activities has vowed to start collaborating with different kingdoms in Uganda in their different programs to ensure that they support vulnerable children and orphans. Aaron Siribareka, Chief Executive Officer, Youth, Vulnerable Children and Orphans Organization YVECO, said that currently they are working with Isabaro Development Association and next is making a memorandum of understanding with Total Kingdom through Queen Mother Foundation.
2019, when we had the 31st anniversary of YVECO. It is a lot of kingdoms, or it's a lot of government are to plan for their people. But we found that the kingdoms has their own limitations. So we found it necessary that to come in, join hands together in development. So in the kingdoms, we don't interfere with their culture affairs, but we need to cooperate in their development activities.
Bishop Siribareka added that they are also targeting to help children in refugee camps because they are the future of tomorrow, as well as children in police and army barracks.
After replacement or transfer, these children find themselves nowhere and decide to go to the street. And we call them face and by eye, which is not true, but because of environment. So we need to intervene and help the civilians in barracks. From there, we also help the children in the refugee camps. We have a program.
Among the support that provide for these children is to construct houses for over 20,000 children, especially orphans, who are still homeless, and providing education to them. The organization is also set to launch a film to be showed in different countries, which explains more about child care in Uganda.
Film, which is like, the film is all about 45 minutes. First part, it talks about how beautiful and how wonderful, how healthy the Uganda is. The second part talk about the realities, what realities the women, children and the youth, vulnerable youth are facing. And the third part, what YVECO is doing for them.
Beatrice Elailet, manager of the organization in Nansana, and Christopher Kajumba, manager Boyogerere, noted that the organization has simplified the standards of living of parents.
To the extent that some parents could just go and cry in churches. Just as I've told you that I'm a pastor, some parents could come. They come to cry in churches, sleeping in church, crying to God. But yes, I know God answers prayers, but there's somewhere where you need to put action.